Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Box Art Reviews number 19, and this is the second episode of the big return of Box Art Reviews, and this time I have, count them, 7 box arts to talk about. Yes, 7. That's a lot. So that's like one more than last week. So this time it's a big week for video gaming, and oh my god, we're going to start off with the biggest game to come out next week, a game that was long delayed, everybody couldn't wait for. There was a beta out, it was so good. Let's talk about it. My first box art is Purrfect. Raise your own cuddly kittens in 3D. Yeah, that's right. The game everybody couldn't wait for, Purrpals. They had a beta. Sadly, no one played it, but obviously I'm joking. But Purrpals Perfection. I saw this box art. I said I have to talk about it. First of all, they did the lazy route and made it exactly like every other animal game of all time. So it looks like, just 2 kittens lying on grass, and there's some little like sky effect, I guess, in the background. And then you got this really cute Purrpals Perfection logo with the little kitty in between the purr and the pals. Aw, it's so cute. And then you have THQ, of course. They know how to make great games. They made Saints Row, where you can make your dick and your boobs bigger, and then Purrpals, where you can raise a kitty. So I don't know if this game's good, but I can tell you right now, this box art isn't. It's just lazy. It's obvious. I'm gonna give it. I'll give it a 4 out of 10, only because the cats are kind of cute. So there you go. Let's go on to our next box art, which is Mystery Masters, 4 complete games in all, secret stories for Mac. Dare to discover games of intrigue and suspense. The 4 games you get here, you get Alabama Smith and the Quest for Fate, I think it says. You get Alabama Smith, Escape from Pompeii. You get Snarkbusters, and then you get Snarkbusters. I can't read that. It's too small. But there you go. You got a bunch of games. So you got a bunch of cover arts in cover arts. So it's like cover art inception. The art itself for the cover arts for each one look pretty lame. Art's pretty bad, I gotta admit, for each one of them. And then the cover art to show all of these cover arts, it's very confusing, is pretty bad too. You got this kind of busty chick, I guess she's supposed to be kind of busty, and she's like showing cleavage, but she's very skinny, she's unattractive, and she's weird looking. I don't even know what the hell is she holding. What is she? Is that? Oh, it's a compass. Okay. The art's terrible. It's a low budget game. Obviously, all of them look like low budget games. I don't know why I even talked about this box art, to be honest, because it's pretty fucking horrible. It's pretty damn bad. The art's terrible. There's too many box arts to look at, and each one of them looks terrible anyway. Especially the Alabama Smith Escape from Pompeii. I mean, that's so lazy. All it is just freaking her eyes and then a little bit of Pompeii, and that's it. So, you know what? I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 10. Alright, we're starting off great. 2 really terrible box arts. Let's go on to our next one, which is hopefully going to be better. Our next box art is Dragon's Dogma. Now we're getting into the actual big releases of this week, and this one actually looks pretty damn good. I mean, first of all, you have that really cool looking dragon in the background, and he's a huge ass dragon. I played the demo, and I know that dragon is pretty freaking huge, and I mean, I like the design of it. I mean, it looks like a dragon, typical dragon, but I like how his face is all like, I'm ready to burst, boom, and then fire some fire. And then you got your main character, I guess. He looks pretty Japanese in a way with his little haircut, but he's well designed too. He's about to attack the dragon. He's all like, I'm Dovahkiin, bitch. And the designs are really cool. I like the use of colors. They use a little bit of blue, and then a little bit of red, and a little bit of orange, and a little bit of gray, and a little bit of red. They variety it up, so it actually looks like a pretty damn good cover. A lot of stuff going on. You can even see like in like the middle right of the cover art, something's going down in the background. I can't really tell. It might be like statues or people sitting. I can't tell. But good box art nonetheless. I'm going to give this box art, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. I really like this box art. Let's go on to another box art for a big game this week, and that is Sorcery for the PlayStation Move. Remember when the PlayStation Move first came out and they were all showing off this like tech demo with the sorcery going on and all the magic? That's this game. I mean, better late than never. 2 years after PlayStation Move came out and pretty much bombed and no one cared about it, better late than never. So the sorcery game, it actually looks decent box art wise. I mean, the art design for the goblin, or I'm sorry, not the goblin, the troll on the front cover looks pretty generic. I mean, you've seen this troll so many times, but at least it's kind of colorful. They add some little nice colors to it. The background is obvious, blue skies, some mountains in the background. It's obvious stuff. You got the main character, I guess, with his little gay wand. They're like, ugh, Expelliarmus but rapio and stuff, and he has this little shield thing which I don't really understand. I'm not really sure what this game's about. It might be like an on rails type shooter, except you have a wand besides a gun, but I don't know. But the box art itself looks okay. It's generic, but it's kind of colorful, and it probably represents the game very well because it looks like it'll be a very colorful and whimsical game. It's ready for everyone, so yay. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Let's go on to our next box art, which is Men in Black Alien Crisis. Now, I'm looking forward to this game because, again, like I said before, for Battleship, the video game, I love playing terrible movie games. I don't know why, I just do. And this one looks like a terrible movie game, so yay. And this one, box art wise, looks pretty bad also. I mean, Battleship actually looked pretty good. This one looks pretty bad, and I'll tell you why. All of the alien designs here, all the aliens that are on here, I mean, sure, they might look cool in the game itself, or maybe even in the movie. You know, the espresso drinking aliens and the dog I already know look cool. But they look terrible here because of how the art is. It looks like concept art that they said, you know what, screw the concept phase, we'll just keep it there. It's supposed to be better, you know, it's supposed to go out of the concept phase, but we'll just keep it there and put it on the box art. No one's gonna care, they're not gonna look at the box art. Well, I do, motherfucker. I do, and it looks horrible, horrible, horrible. I mean, the background's kind of cool, it has a very white, alien feel to it. You have the main character, I guess, he looks okay. And the I don't know, the MIB logo looks pretty shiny and nice. But for the most part, it's a terrible box art. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 10, only because the character looks cool and the MIB logo is pretty damn big on the box art, and it looks pretty cool. So 4.5 out of 10. Let's go on to our next box art, which is Stronghold 3, the Gold Edition. And I think I remember talking about the Stronghold 3 box art last year, I think. And this one, well, first of all, it has a castle in the background and this very yellowish tint, obviously supposed to be the gold part of the game, I guess, for the box art. And then you got this crazy ass king in the foreground, and he has a crazy looking eye. He has that crazy eye going on, and I don't know, I guess he's supposed to be a king, and he has that crazy eye going on, and the other eye is out because he has like a scar on it, and the other one just looks crazy. He looks insane. He's like he's gonna eat my face right when I buy this game, which thankfully I'm not buying it, so haha. So the king himself, he's well modeled, even though he looks crazy. The castle in the background looks very nice, even though the yellowish tint looks like it's just like been covered in God's piss. But you know, it looks all right. Some of the little other things like the ground and all the little houses around look pretty good. So for the most part, it's an okay box art with a really bad yellow tint. So overall, I'm going to give this a 5.5 out of 10, only because of the crazy eye and the yellowish piss tint. So, yeah, let's go on to our next box art, which is Ghost Recon Future Soldier, and this is also our last box art that I'm going to talk about for this episode, and I gotta admit, I can't wait for this game. The co-op campaign is something I cannot wait to play with a bunch of friends, and the multiplayer itself looks great. I can't wait to play this. It's been long delayed. Obviously, when I was talking about long delayed game earlier, I wasn't talking about Purrfect, I was talking about this. This game I can't wait for, but I gotta admit, the box art, I wouldn't say it's generic or lame. Actually, I would call it generic, but I wouldn't call it lame. I would call it good generic, because the design for the character itself is very well done. The gun itself he's holding looks really cool, with the little spiral future thing, I guess, going around his gun. The background looks pretty cool. It's a very whitish tint. You could see like dirt flying up, like he's like running through the dirt. You see like some destroyed buildings. You got the Ghost Recon Future Soldier logo right in the middle of his crotch, so you don't see his boner, because you know he has a boner. I mean, if you're fighting terrorists, you're gonna get a boner. Come on. If you're killing them, you're gonna get a super boner. Alright, this is getting weird. Anyway, the box art itself looks pretty decent. It's good generic, which there is a thing called good generic. So I'm gonna give this box art, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I actually really dug it. I don't know. Anyway, that was Box Art Reviews episode 19. I know it was longer than the last one, but I had 7 box arts to talk about, and also I had my brand new intro that I have to thank my friend Me Dylan on YouTube for, which is a great intro. Thank you so much for that. Anyway, Thank you yet again for watching Box Art Reviews. Look forward to the next episode next Sunday, and also look forward to my Max Payne 3 review tomorrow. Thank you and goodbye.